Well, hello everyone, and welcome to a special press conference here in Taichung International Baseball Stadium. With Pool A play beginning tomorrow here in Taiwan, we are very pleased to have with us three legends of baseball who are all members of the National Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York. We have with us Bert Blyleven, a Hall of Fame starting pitcher with more than 3,700 strikeouts in 22 major league seasons, who's the pitching coach for the Netherlands, his home country where he was born. We have Mike Piazza, Hall of Famer who holds the major league record for home runs as a catcher. Manager of Team Italy. And here representing his home country of Panama is Mariano Rivera, Hall of Fame closer with the most saves in Major League history. We're thrilled to have them all here in Taiwan for the World Baseball Classic. And at this time, I'd ask each of them to share their thoughts on being here representing their team in Taiwan. And we could start with Bert, if you'd like. Bert?
Yes.
How are you feeling about being here in Taiwan?
You know what, with the Dutch team, this is my fourth time with the WBC, 2009, 2013. We were here with the Netherlands team in Taiwan. We advanced to Japan and then made it over to San Francisco. My time here in Taiwan is just, the people have been so friendly. The great culture here. We've been treated really first class. All the players, on behalf of the Netherlands team, we thank you for, holding this tournament here, and we're looking to win it all. The Dutch team is, so we're going to kick their butt.
Thanks, Bert.
You're welcome.
Mike, you can go ahead.
Ni hao. Ciao. Buongiorno. Grazie a tutti per essere venuti questo giorno. Siamo molto orgogliosi rappresentato una squadra nazionale di baseball d'Italia. Sappiamo questo è un torneo molto difficile, ma crediamo abbiamo la squadra molto forte, and I think the tournament will be very interesting. And we'll see, but we know it's going to be difficult, but we're very, very excited to be here. So, xie. Thank you.
It's a privilege and honor for me to be here. First time in this country, beautiful country, and I play with someone called Chimeng Wang that I always talk about Taiwan. And this is the time that the Lord permitted me to be here and representing Panama but representing baseball overall. It's beautiful when you see countries coming together to represent the game that we love, which is baseball, and seeing the youngsters here playing with them and have a clinic with them and talking to them about baseball. It's amazing. So baseball have a way to go far and express a love that nothing else can express. So for me, I'm delighted to be here, and I thank God for that.
Thanks, Mariano, and thanks everyone for those opening remarks. We'll now open up for questions. So if you do have a question, please raise your hand, and when you're called upon, please wait for the microphone to be brought to you to ask your question. And we'll start over on that side on the left.
三位好，我是镜新闻的记者，我有三位的我都有问题想要访问。首先呢，我想要先请问李维拉先生，对于王建民其实是曾队友的关系，那经由他介绍台湾的棒球队，您觉得台湾的棒球队如何？另外就是您觉得经典赛您看好哪一队？还有就是给年轻球员如果想要进大联盟有什么样的建议？谢谢。
We're waiting on the translation here.
Okay. First of all, yes, playing with Chimeng for so many years, it was amazing. You know, knowing him the way he came to the big leagues from the minor leagues. I mean, seeing the talent and how devoted he was for the game and representing his country. It always amazes me, you know. So I mean, I was so happy to have him as my teammate and being able to close games for him. I remember the time that he got hurt running the bases on second base, and I definitely believe that that's why we shouldn't be running no bases as a pitcher. And it's amazing again. And obviously, you know, I mean, being a Panamanian, I mean, that's my boat. You know, I hope Panama does and goes all the way. But again, I mean, beyond that, it's just baseball. You're representing baseball, and why not? You know, I mean, you're seeing all these countries coming to play the game that we love. It's amazing. Thank you.
Next question, please raise your hand. Right here in the front.
My question is directed towards Coach Piazza. Coach Piazza, you were here in 1993 as part of a friendly game between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the then newly formed Chinese Professional Baseball League. I just want to get your impression. How has Taiwan's baseball scene evolved, if at all, since then?
Well, I think the tradition here in Taiwan for baseball is obviously very deep. I mean, I remember as a kid watching Little League teams from Taiwan play in the United States in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, where I'm from. And I think since that tour, obviously the league has expanded. You know, several new ballparks have been built, and more foreign players have come to play here. It's made the league more attractive for American players and obviously other players from around the world. And I think Taiwan should be very proud of their support of baseball. And it's something, obviously the national team is very, very skilled. They have very strong in the fundamentals. They may not be as strong or as big as some of the other athletes on other countries, but they compete very well. They are very drilled in fundamentals, very tough to defense, and so it's great. I mean, I think speaking for all of us is we're so thrilled with the growth of baseball around the world, the game that has given everything that we have, and we're so happy and honored to be here. And as I said earlier, we look forward to a very difficult competition. But I'm overwhelmed with the excitement. I think the fans are in for a real treat. I think it's going to be a great tournament.
Next up, yes, we can be right front center, please. Thank you.
台湾爱尔达电视提问，想要请问李维拉先生，就是他跟王建民当了几年的队友，那时候建民在大联盟连续2年拿到19胜，就是靠他的招牌伸卡球。那李维拉先生怎么样去看王建民他的伸卡球？觉得他的伸卡球有什么样的特色？那另外就是说，这个觉得他的伸卡球比较强，还是李维拉先生的卡特球会比较强？
Should be asking me that.
I mean, yes, being able to again play with Chimeng for so many years and see him how he was dominating the league with that sinker. I mean, he was a pitcher that was I was delighted to see him pitch and see him grow, because obviously I'm older than him and. I was there before him, and you know, see him develop his way to pitch into the big leagues. I mean, you're facing the best hitters there is in the world, you know, and he was able to do that successfully. Again, I don't know about the cutter on his slider. I'm gonna be a political answer, but I think that cutter was a little bit advanced because it was older. Thank you.
Next question. Back over on the left. Or in the middle. Ready here? Yep, right in the middle. Yep.
So I've got a question to Mr. Rivera, please. Have you teach your cutball to any players in Panama?
Yes, I did. As a matter of fact, I got in trouble in 2008 because I was teaching Roy Holiday, the cutter, and he was doing so good against us that the guys fined me because they were saying, "Oh, because he's beating us." I did. So many players, many pitchers came to me, National League and American League, to try to teach them the cutter. And but the crazy thing about it is that I was taught by the Lord because Mel didn't teach me the cutter. Okay, I was as a matter of fact, I was trying to make that pitch stop moving because I have no control of it. And when I have control of it, it was different game. You know, but definitely
Should
it
be
was something
illegal.
special.
It should be illegal. Ban the cutter.
Tom Kelly says that I should be illegal. I said, come on, man, because I was pitching against the U team. I don't know about that though, but it was illegal. Thank you.
Actually, this is Ryota Igarashi. He used to be in the Mets, and then he thought you will pitch in this tournament.
Oh, really? No, man. Everything hurts right now. You know, I was working out with the kids and I was enjoying myself and compete with them. But nah, man. I gave up that game 10 years ago. All right. I did everything that I have for the game, so I emptied the tank. So no competition for me this year. Maybe next year, or the following one. Golf one, yeah, exactly.
We'll go back to the left, way on the left.
Sí, es para Mariano. Mariano, ¿cuánto te hubiera gustado participar en el World Baseball Classic cuando eras jugador activo y por qué nunca pudiste estar?
Ok, para mí el primer año fue un poquito difícil, puesto de que no estábamos exactamente seguros de lo que estaba pasando, ¿verdad? Y pues lastimosamente no pudimos compartir. La segunda oportunidad que tuve que operarme el hombro y pues por supuesto no pude participar. La tercera oportunidad que tuve no clasificamos. Así es que no tuve, pero estoy aquí representándolos.
Gracias.
Gracias a ti.
One more. Actually, we're going to go way to the left, back to the left.
OK， 我想要请教皮亚萨先生，就是这一次意大利选了17名的投手，是不是想要以这个车轮战来打赢对手？另外呢，就是您过去呢也是这个 MLB 的强打捕手，有没有能够给这个传承这个经验年轻的捕手一些建议呢？谢谢。
Well, as far as the pitchers are concerned, we just decided that we would need flexibility, and we in the past I feel we didn't take enough pitching, so we just decided that we needed to bring more arms to throw. And also the teams are very concerned, obviously the guys that have are signed through major league teams, that they're going to obviously observe and make sure that nobody gets overworked. And so we thought it'd be a better strategy to just take more pitchers. And as far as catching, we're fortunate. We have a pretty interesting team and guys that are flexible, can play different positions. We have catchers that can play first base and things like that. So I wasn't that talented. I was the one. I don't know if that would translate well, but I was too slow to do anything else. So, but no, it's these tournaments are interesting. You have to have a strategy. Sometimes they work out. Obviously, we hope ours does.
Back to the center and towards the front. Yeah.
So this question would be for any of you guys. I mean,
with the baseball nowadays that has changed a lot from your time, how important you think like a tournament like this, a WBC, is for baseball?
I think it's very important. There's 20 countries being represented in the WBC this year. Previous, I believe there was only 16. So we've added 4 more countries. I think, baseball's worldwide now. There's so many great countries that are being represented, not only in this pool, but the other 3 pools. I think the competition is very good. I know the Dutch team myself. I have a lot of pitchers that are from Holland, Curaçao, some of them in the minor leagues. We have a great defense, with Bogarts and Simmons and Profar and Gregorius, and I'm missing some of them, but we probably might have the best infield that my pitchers are going to pitch behind. So my big thing is throw strikes, get the ball over the plate, and utilize your defense. So that's, I think, the Dutch's philosophy is be aggressive. We're stubborn, and we're going to continue to be stubborn.
I think a tournament like this is still very important. I think baseball's maybe a little different than other sports. There's no perfect time to play it. I mean, obviously spring training guys aren't in mid-season form. So personally, from our side, we decided to take a younger approach, and I think that's important because some veterans may just not be in the shape they need to be to play a tournament like this. So all these factors have to come together. But as far as the importance of this event, in my opinion, it's still very important. And from the response and the interest I see online, there's a lot of people that really enjoy this tournament, and I think it could do nothing but help the game. And again, we pray that everyone comes out of here in good shape, injury-free, and that we are able to have a great championship, because it is. And so there's never a perfect model, there's never a perfect time, and hopefully it just keeps getting better every time we do it.
And we are going right to the back, and this will actually be our last question way in the back. Matt, go right ahead.
This question is kind of for everybody. Is there kind of like a number one thing that has to go right for your teams, your countries, to make it out of Pool A into the next round?
I'll start that. We have to score more runs than the other team.
That's good.
I think tournament ball is different. Obviously, you have to manage differently. I'm sure because you don't have the luxury of a season to let people work things out. It's pretty much all hands on deck, and you need everyone to be flexible and everyone to be patient and everyone to work together. It's challenging, but I think we hopefully feel like we put the team together that can respond. But yeah, there's also a lot of luck involved as well. So it's also good to be lucky.
It is. I mean, and you have to be careful also because, I mean, again, you don't want to push the players to a level that they can get hurt. Sure. So I mean, I think that this is important. Just to the game itself. Just play the game, enjoying the game, and make sure that you don't overload pitchers or any infielders, perhaps.
It's true.
Good point.
That's great. Well, I want to thank you all for being with us today, and we're going to close out this program by asking you all to stand, and we'll do a group photo. Good left. Now we're going to go right. Is that way? Let's go. That's the side. Yeah. Perfect. Right. Great. All right. Wonderful. Thanks everyone for being with us today. Mike, Mariano, Bert, thank you very much.
好，那我们3位呢名人堂的球星的记者会呢就到这边已经结束了。那我们今天的直播呢也到这边。那最后呢要跟大家推广一下，我们现在中天呢在招募我们的志工队。那主要目的呢就是要来推广我们中天新闻的 App。主要呢，我们现在在中天呢招募志工队，那主要呢是来推广我们下载我们中天新闻的 App。那这边呢可以报名呢，是可以扫描我们画面上的报名 QR code， 或是到聊天室，还有我们的资讯栏，还有我们中天新闻的脸书呢，上面都可以点击报名连结。那我们需要你们一起跟我们成为监督的力量，一起捍卫言论自由。那我们今天的直播呢就到这边结束，感谢大家的收看。